What's up YouTube, it's your boy Shane coming back to you with another video. Now today's video, man, we're going to be talking about the 5 different things I could not live without on deployment. Alright, now these are going to be in no order of importance. It's not like this one's more important than this one, right? It's just 5 things that in my opinion that I could not live without on deployment. Right now I do want to extend the comment section, right, for all of like the veterans, anybody that's been in the service. Definitely go down into the comment section and let us know, right, what things you couldn't live without on deployment, so that way some of the new sailors, right, or whatever branch of service they're going into is able to look at this list and be able to comprise different things that they want to have on their own deployment. Alright, so with that being said, let's get into the video, man. Alright, so the first one that I have that I could not live without on deployment is definitely a hard drive. Alright, so a hard drive, it kind of looks, you know, just a hard drive, something like this, right? I got this plugged to my computer, so I'm not going to pull it all the way out. But a hard drive, or I would say like an extra phone or something like that, right? Preferably an iPhone, right? That way you could do like AirDrop and stuff like that, so that way people can send you stuff on the mess decks or in your workshop or whatever the case is, right? But with the hard drive, you want to have that just because on deployment, bro, you're going to be out there for months and so you're going to want to have some sort of entertainment, right? Whether that's having downloaded music on the hard drive, whether that's having movies, right? You want to be able to have some storage place where you can have all these different files or whatever case, so you can access them on your laptop or however you do it, right? So I definitely encourage you to have a laptop so that way you can use the hard drive, right? Or use somebody else's, whatever the case is, right? Just be able to have that hard drive. What a lot of people did that didn't have laptops, let's say they had the hard drive, they would just be like, hey Shim, could I plug my hard drive into your computer and AirDrop myself the movie once I download it onto your computer? You know, something like that, so that way they can just watch it on their phone, because you don't gotta have all of your movies on your phone. You know what I mean? You just AirDrop however many you're gonna watch for that night. So AirDrop, just keep a few on your phone or whatever the case is. Alright, so number 2, right? Number 2 is definitely gonna be, guys, get yourself some noise canceling headphones. Alright, so the ones that I actually had on deployment were like the Bose, I think they were like the Bose Quiet Comfort 35 or something like that. I think it was the QC35s. Alright, so I think I spent about $200 to $300 for those when they first came out, and that was a very, very good investment. I wish I had them. I don't really know where they're at right now, but the ear cup did like, it almost like explode over the case, but that's neither here nor there. They served a great purpose. Guys, when you're on deployment, you understand, you're not having any sort of privacy anywhere. So sometimes just being able not to hear somebody's annoying voice, it go a long way, bro. When you hear the same people every single day, you just want to shut the world out sometime and just listen to your music, right? Or watch a movie in peace without hearing all of this or hearing this. You know, you just want to be able to tone everything out. Or even sometimes watching a movie in your rack, man. You don't want to hear people shuffling their rack, putting on lotion, or God knows what else you be hearing, man. So definitely get yourself some noise canceling headphones. Now you do got to watch out, because it is going to be certain times, if you're going to the Navy, right, it may be certain times on deployment that you may not be able to use Bluetooth. So make sure that if you get these noise canceling headphones, make sure that you get the wire that goes along with the headphones, so that way you can plug it up, so that way you can use it when the times we can't use Bluetooth, right? And if you know, you know. If you don't know yet, you'll figure it out once you get in, okay, on what I'm talking about. But definitely make sure you have a wired version, right? But you definitely need yourself some good quality headphones. Don't get yourself no little cheap headphones, man. I'm not gonna say no names, because you know, may have some type of brand deals coming up or something like that. But guys, get yourself some quality headphones. All right, coming in at number 3. All right, now I gave this one its own slot. I could have tied it into something else, right? But I gave it its own slot. All right, and this is gonna be K-cups, right, guys? I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. On deployment, you may not be getting the best sleep. You may not be well rejuvenated every single day. So I was running off a lot of caffeine. Now, am I telling you guys to go do that? Absolutely not. If you can make it through deployments without caffeine, you know, and you're just Hercules, hey, power to you. But for me, I needed some type of caffeine. When I wake up in the morning, for me to deal with everybody's shenanigans, I need me a nice cup of coffee, right? Or maybe you can get the tea versions of the K-cups or whatever the case is, guys. But have some type of way that you can stimulate yourself, man, with some type of caffeine, man. I ain't gonna lie, I feel like the military relies on a lot of caffeine. I feel like it's just almost embedded into the culture of it. So I wanted to have my own way of making my own coffee and not have to go down to the mess decks and have it whenever I want it. Because nobody wants the mess decks coffee like that, bro. I'm gonna be honest. So have a way to have your own coffee, right? Now when I'm saying K-cups, right, that's just for me, because we had a Keurig, Now, I don't know about your ship, if you can have a Keurig or whatever the case is, but you know, we had the Keurig, so we had the K-Cups, right? But for you, maybe you want to get like your own coffee maker somehow. Like I know there was a guy in my shop, he had like the one where you put the grounds in and then you like just pour water over it. It was some weird thing he did, but that's too much. I like the K-Cups. So guys, get yourself some K-Cups, get yourself a way to get some caffeine, get yourself some coffee, whatever the case is, man, because sometimes going down to the ship store can be super packed, bro. You may not want to wait in that line or to go get a Red Bull. That type of stuff adds up, man. And then Red Bulls is not as good for you as when you see like a coffee or something. So please make sure you get yourself taken care of. Now, coming in at number 4. Now, I'm looking at my list. Now, I got a lot more than 5, but we're going to title the video 5, you feel me? No one's going to know unless they watch it, so it's all good. So number 4 for me, right, was definitely my barber equipment. All right, now guys, now I'm telling you right now that this is going to be my list. All right, so definitely go tune into the comment section because there's going to be plenty of more other ones, whatever the case is. But anyway, for me, I needed my barber equipment. Now, my barber equipment consisted of me having some clippers, some liners, I had everything. I had the cape, I had a case. You gotta have your disinfectant. You gotta have everything that you can imagine when it comes to if you wanted to be a barber on the ship. All right, now I'm not gonna tell you guys, hey, listen, man, I'm out the Navy now, so it's no holds barred. All right, so when I was on the ship, I cut hair, like a lot of hair. All right, now it is very lucrative when you think about it because on the ship, everything is about supply and demand. Okay, so what you think of right now on civilian world doesn't apply to in the military on deployment, because you gotta think money only goes but so far on deployment, because what am I going to do with it while I'm on deployment right now? You know, if the food in the mess decks is trash, right? No offense to the CSs, no offense to the CSs, but let's just say that day, right? If the food in the mess decks is trash, but I got all this money, yeah, sure, maybe I can go buy some food, get some quesadillas, get something like that, right? But connections, that's what gets you everywhere. Connections. It's not about what you got, it's about who you know, especially when you're on deployment. So by me cutting hair, I was able to run across a lot of different people on the ship that I would have never crossed paths with any other way. Because you gotta understand, a job that I had, I was undesignated. So unless the job that you have has some type of perks that come along with it, right? Like let's say you're engineering, so you guys are in charge of the laundry, right? You're in charge of the laundry spaces and stuff like that. Even though the SHs may occupy it, you are the guys that may have the keys to the laundry spaces or something like that. Or let's say, of course, you're a CS, right? You're a culinary specialist, you're a cook. Basically, you can cook, so you can be able to give people food, right? I didn't have a job that was I didn't have a job that I was able to leverage to be able to make deals on the ship. So I had to come up with my own way to be able to make myself useful to others, right? So I started learning how to cut hair. I started learning on myself. And then I proceeded on to start cutting people's hair. First it was free, then I moved on to cutting people's hair for money. Right now, you know, that progressed. I started making a lot of money on the ship, right? And sometimes I wouldn't even charge people. I would just be able to, let's say I'm cutting someone's hair that's a CS, but he works in cargo. I may cut his hair, right? And if I had the clips, I'll put it up here, but I don't know if I do, right? But I would cut hair for like peanut butter and jellies, like literally, like it'd be like a whole case. It'd be like 80 of the Uncrustable PB&Js. Those go a long way. I'm feeding the entire camp, feeding the entire shop, everything that comes with it, right? You guys got to be able to be some type of use, right? Like I talk about other videos. So that's cool. Have some way to make some money, make some connections. Mine was barbering. For you, it may be sewing. For you, it may be whatever the case. Ladies, you may know how to do hair, right? Have some type of way that you can go ahead and make some connections and make some extra money on deployment. Oh, and before I forget, because I know people are going to be like, Shim, I thought you said money doesn't matter, so you would cut hair for money? What's the point of that? So check this out, guys. On the ship, right, everybody gets issued a Navy cash card. So what a Navy cash card is basically like a debit card that only works on the ship for the most part. Like it works at like the vending machines, the ship store, you know, stuff like that, because we don't carry around cash on the ship. So the ship store, the vending machines, they all operate off this prepaid card the Navy gives us, and you just load money on it from your bank account, whatever. But you can also do chip to chip transfers. So if you got a Navy cash card and you got money on it from your bank account, and I got my Navy cash card, you could transfer money straight onto my Navy cash card. So that's how we would be getting paid. And then I can just use that money at the ship store or whatever the case is, or use that money to buy stuff at the ship store that I can use for other hookups. Now getting into number 5. All right, so number 5, you gotta have some quality. Peep when I say this, quality shower supplies. All right, so when it comes to shower supplies, first thing first, guys, you gotta have some good shower shoes. Now, first thing, let me go get my shower shoes. All right, we back. So look, guys, these are literally the exact shower shoes that I used on deployment, right? They're listed like some Nike slides, right? And they have holes at the bottom so that way they drain quick, right? They dry off quick, but they're also, you know what I mean? Like, I wish it was a little bit thicker, but they got some good thickness on them. You guys see that? So get yourself some quality shower shoes, right? Make sure you get yourself a quality towel. Guys, don't be going to get the Martha Stewart towels. You don't need that thick towel in deployment. You want yourself a nice thin towel. You want a towel that's gonna dry off quick, right? Nobody want no mildewy towel. You over here want to be plush, get the Martha Stewart towel, and now you stink because your towel is mildew. So make sure you get yourself a nice thin towel. It's not always about comfort sometimes. It's about practicality. It's about making sure that we're not gonna stink after I dry off with this towel. You guys get what I'm saying? Another thing, when it comes to the loofah situation, I understand it, guys. I love using loofahs. I got a loofah in my bathroom right now, right? But sometimes a loofah is just not that practical, okay? So what I suggest you guys doing, right, because we're not just gonna say abandon loofahs in general, because I had a loofah on deployment. So what I would do is I would always have a few different loofahs, right? Don't be cheap, guys. Go to the store, get yourself at least 5 to 10 loofahs for deployment. We'll get 5 to 10 if you want. Get like 5. Get like 5 loofahs, right? Because if you drop one, you know it's dead, okay? Just, I mean, yeah, pick it up just because we're not gonna litter, but just toss it straight in the incinerator. All right, don't even think about using it, right? So get yourself some loofahs, but you also want to have some washcloths on the back end. All right, now we're not talking about your auntie's crispy, thin, crusty washcloths, right? You guys can get yourself the Martha Stewart washcloth. That's cool, right? Because those ain't gonna take that long to dry. I actually had the Martha Stewart joints on deployment, all right? But you wanna have at least like 5 of those, just because if laundry goes down or whatever the case is, man, you wanna make sure that you got yourself a way to bathe yourself, or if you drop it, it's different things, right? You wanna have quality supplies. And what goes along with that is also having some good body wash. Don't be cheap, guys. Fellas, toss out the Axe. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Toss out the Axe. Really give yourself a good, proper clean. Some of you guys switch over to the Dove, bro. The Dove is where it's at sometimes, man. Or get yourself some better soaps. Get your all that type of stuff. Because you guys gotta understand, bro. When you're on deployment, the smallest things mean the biggest difference. I'm doing the exact same routine every single day. So sometimes just me being able to switch up my scent of my body wash just means a lot. Right? I may use this one today. I may use that one tomorrow. I may use that one. Like, it means a lot. Now, some of you guys never been in the military and you looking at it as like, Shim, you exaggerate. No, I am so serious. And I would love for all my veterans to be like, nah, he's dead serious. Sometimes you just want to change up the scent. It means so much. Okay, so have some good shower supplies. You guys get what come into that, but I'm just giving you guys the blueprint. Loofahs, washcloths, good shower shoes, gotta have a good towel. And then whatever else you may have within your own shower routine. Some of you guys may have a whole facial routine. Some of you guys may have, I had a whitening routine. I would whiten my teeth, all that type of stuff, man. So because you don't want to just get on deployment and just lose yourself, bro. We in the Navy, baby. Now I can see if you in Marines or something and you know you off in the middle of the sand or something like that, and it's not practical. But we on a Navy ship, so we not about to sit here and act like we can't take care of ourselves, all right? All right, and the last thing that's gonna make this number 6 is gonna be you guys gotta have the canned goods / dry food, right, on the reserve, okay? So the purpose for this, guys, every single day you may not like what's gonna be served in the mess decks, okay? Now, if you're fortunate enough, I was on a carrier, so I really don't know how it works on any small boys or any of that type of stuff, but for me at least, right, we had a forward and an aft galley. Okay, so usually aft galley, you can kind of rely on more of a put together meal. You know what I mean? It's gonna have a meal with the vegetables and a full course meal type of thing. Right now, forward galley is gonna be usually your fast food type of things. They may have like burgers, or they may have hot dogs, or they may have like chicken patties or chicken tenders, or you know, stuff like that. That they'll swap out because it's a fast meal. Maybe you got to get back to doing your maintenance. You got to get back doing your job. You got to come down. Maybe you work on a flight deck. You just got to come down and eat real quick. That's going to be forward galley, right? But you may not want something that's down there, or maybe you just want to go down there and get one or two of the things and then bring it up and mix it with the food that you have back at your workstation. All right, so I definitely suggest certain things like ramen noodles. Guys, I had the ramen on deck. You gotta have that. Right now, since I'm out the Navy now, I can speak on it. Guys, you bring a bag of rice. Right? That's all we gonna say. Bring a bag of rice, man. You and your shop, get together, get yourself like a 10-pound bag of rice, maybe a little more. Who knows? Get yourself a bag of rice. Right? You're like, Shim, how you gonna cook the rice? Hey, bro, you'll figure it out once you get there. You'll figure it out on deployment. I'm not gonna say this, you know, we don't know. Just bring the rice, all right? You feel me? So get the rice, have different canned goods. Maybe you want some glory greens. Maybe you want some collard greens for deployment. Whatever you want on a canned or dry food, make sure you guys have that, the comfort foods, the different chips that you like, the different granola bars, all the different stuff that you can't get at the ship store, or you don't want to wait on Amazon's 2-month, 1 month type of shipping to get out to a carrier. Then you want to make sure you have it with you, at least enough to be able to get until your next port visit, or to get until your Amazon could come in. That's going to go same with like protein powders for my guys out there that's trying to hit the gym all crazy. All those different things, man. You got to have your dry storage. Maybe that's oats or whatever the case is. Make sure you guys have it on deck. And seasonings. I can't forget that. Your seasonings too. You got to have the seasonings, because sometimes seasonings and sauces, your condiments can go a long way. Because when you go down to that mess deck, sometimes they may serve you that boiled chicken. And that chicken may be drier in the Sahara. So sometimes just being able to put some type of moisture on top of that chicken is gonna go a long way, right? Put some honey mustard on top, because they ain't got that on the carrier. I ain't never remember seeing no honey mustard. This is what I remember on the carrier. You had that 57 sauce, that 57 Heinz sauce. You sometimes had ketchup, right? We had like a weird hot sauce. Sometimes we wouldn't have the regular sauce. It'd be like a peppered Texas Pete. It'd be something like that. Like a peppered garlic Texas Pete. So they may not have what you really want to put on your food. So make sure you guys have that ready. And yeah, man, like I said, guys, please go down into the comment section. Drop the different things that you couldn't live without on deployment. I may have missed out on a lot of things. There's a lot of things I wanted to say. I didn't want to make this video too long. So please put it in the comment section. Another thing, guys, I got to make sure I say this on some of my videos now. There is a lot of fake profiles on Instagram that is using my name. Okay, so guys, make sure you are double checking the spelling of my name when you guys are looking at my Instagram, or you considering following me. It's official.shim. That's it. I don't have any other accounts. There's no underscores, no none of that. Okay, so guys, make sure you are not getting scammed. I'm getting a lot of DMs. I probably get like 30 to 40 DMs a day of people showing me fake profiles. So please do not be scammed, guys. Be safe out there. I appreciate you guys watching this video. Hope that you stay official. Hope you stay blessed, man. Stay safe out here. Right? Hope you stay official like Record Whistle. It's your boy Shim. You know what it is, man. I'm out.